Someone the other day, someone made a mistake. Were we at war?
By the time the flags rotted off of their antennas, they were questioning who the real threat is. Big brotherly love is a 21st century's plague. No matter how bloody the glove, question evidence displayed. Don't forget what 2 + 2 equals. Don't let them upgrade your math. No matter what they have as proof of evil. Remember when they went after the Jewish people? You don't recognize the same black mask as see-through. Attack of the eagle. If they don't fall dead before they reach me, I'll be damned if I don't shoot one in his bald head. Fuck what we're force fed. All I ever wanted was a warm bed and house that wasn't haunted. I'd rather die for a cause than to die just because we exhausted natural resources, forced into war, restoring wasteful ways, keeping other countries poor. Monkey see, monkey do. I wonder what that fucking monkey saw. Keep rethinking, still frames in your mind. I guarantee they will change with time. Your outline is pixelated, poor resolution, while downtime is simply wasted. You were born execution style. Head first in a trial, I'll second the motion till the jury's bored to death and puts your neck in an ocean. Situation volatile. The naked problem is trying to find the right clown costume to make his father smile. So he bombs while he tries to tell jokes. Ain't a false alarm, can't you smell the smoke? You're in the line of fire where they buy and sell votes. Her sense of liberty doesn't ring true, so that's why the bell broke. Trenchcoat mafiosos propel rocks. Recruitment officers and rebel against cops. Till they hurdle infinite circles in small cell blocks. Turtle upon turtle till they're all shell-shocked. This so-called president got elected in a courtroom with war efforts of pops. Inherited a fortune, we talk, so the veterans of war assume the revolution stopped. Hey Bobby,
the president has the power of life and death. It is truly, I think, the most powerful position in the free world.
Hey Bobby,
our goal is something Americans have not enjoyed in this century. The corruption of truth.
You can't roam a lost land as a last existing dinosaur. There's no escaping ass kickings in these times of war. Replacing apples with hospitals where doctors are hostile. Killing 2 pterodactyls with 1 fossil. I got you. If they don't fall dead before they reach me, I'll be damned if I don't shoot one in his bald head. Fuck what we're force fed. All I ever wanted was a warm bed and house that wasn't haunted. You can thumb through novels to have your fingerprints matched. Descriptions of thinking criminals committing innocent acts of compassion. Tired civilians crawling with pistols. We fire $1 million warning missiles. Force the issues in the back of your head where eyes roll. Brainwash yourself out of that mind control. Act a fool like you told, but we won't see no justice till that bitch removes a blindfold. This ain't a love it or leave it, it's a change it or lose it. I won't sing the anthem of a nation who never faces the music. Chasing an elusive caveman in spaceships that makes trips to the futures at a name brand. Faking progress, but we ain't advanced enough to change a posture of our ape stance. They got the key to the city, still they prefer the breaking entry tucking we. I'm shedding light inside the shadow box to make it end. Bobby,
the president has the power of life and death. It is truly, I think, the most powerful position in the free world.
Hey Bobby,
our goal is something Americans have not enjoyed in this century. The corruption of truth.
Attack of the eagles. If they don't fall dead before they reach me, I'll be damned if I don't shoot one in his bald head. Fuck what we're force fed. All I ever wanted was a warm bed.
I don't know about you, but I'm concerned with what's happening in this world. I'm concerned with the structure. I'm concerned with the systems of control. Those that control my life and those that seek to control it even more. I want freedom. That's what I want, and that's what you should want. It's up to each and every one of us to turn loose just some of the greed, the hatred, the envy, and yes, the insecurities, because that is the central mode of control. Make us feel pathetic, small, so we'll willingly give up our sovereignty, our liberty, our destiny.
Take a knee, take a knee, take a knee, take a knee. You can't make it to heaven with a high step. You can't make it to heaven with a high step. I played both sides of the field, I was better at defense. They put me out for special teams, the college league wasn't impressed. The press called me workhorse, I ignored her like the crowd. I had calories to burn off and I made my parents proud. Jersey with a number that concealed faulty equipment. A cog
in the machine, but the team saw me as different. All beyond my years, my chest hair was like a carpet sweater. They made me leader, I wore that C like a scarlet letter. Whether hot or cold, I had to avoid the loss and play better than the competitor, whether or not we won the coin toss. I watched it flip in slow motion and I considered odds. It's a sin to gamble, so I left the risk to God. We had a locker room prayer, we all lobbied the Lord. I pretended to know the words, I bowed my head and mouth along, that was my way then. I was a slave to the playpen, where I tried to make friends and I couldn't wait to say amen. I hit the field with the shield that was dented and a sword that was warped by the wars that invented. I'm a veteran with all this medicine on my plate, cause the game that we played was how much pain can you tolerate? Can you do it without showing no signs of it, without fooling yourself so that you don't know when it's time to quit? Hell no. Well, amen. Give me the pigskin, kid. I'm headhunting for Satan. I'm throwing elbows till they're breaking. The coach made him look normal just by the way that he taped them. I never went pro. I got paid in admiration and respect, but all of that seems to be changing. Try to make it to heaven with a high step. I try to make it to heaven with a high step. I try to make it to heaven with a high step and get it done before we reach sudden doom.
Death is a pussy! Death is a pussy! Let's make this goddamn jump. What do you say?
Well, I made it to Iceland. Obviously, y'all have a false sense of airport security. I mean, y'all really need to be checking the souls of these Western medicine men adopting Eastern philosophy, selling you Zen in a bottle. They're carcinogen-enhanced canned cornballs. I'm not saying what they do to you once they have you. All I know is how they get you. These genetically enhanced, manipulated, fast food culture crooks.
Acknowledge game on this incoming lane. I've been well trained for bringing the pain, playing them flames. I'm the cancer stick you're dancing with. I come with the answers quick, but answer this: how you gonna survive when hand is this? The shots up in your veins, the rocks you wanna slang, the ox up in the bang, the cops who pop Tremaine. There's no way you could avoid me. I've been put here to employ grief, destroy beef, so killers and murderers will enjoy me. Darren Hannah, hide and seek, go find Savannahs. Don't doubt me, my outreach preach Cuban Havanas. Worldwide, I catch you at your girl's crib and Earl's ride. So avalanche advancing partner, kiss the world by. My greatest achievement was having you all believing I never existed. I'm that clever and twisted. Now endeavor how wicked's my vaccination. I've captured nations through manipulation, so you know I have the patience. I'm everything that's wrong in your life. Strong gripe to bite the crack pipe and longing for nights. Flows be like the soul of Denzel and falling upon touch, corrupting any mode I put my all in. Celebritize, I got media spreading my vibes every time presidents lie or a resident dies. I'm evident guy, ever since Sly I stone families for pleasure or pride. Made my home out in Amity. My definition's in your last breath of living, when you gasping and slipping into past tense and driven. I got you.
When you least expect it, while you eat your breakfast, high fructose corn syrup as the main ingredient to beat you senseless. Your bleeding head splits, needlessly pulling teeth at the dentist. I get you, baby, people are feeble, weak and defenseless. In a rat trap, making you think there's cheese at the exits, feeding the pretentious vegetarians, sneaking meat in their lettuce. You've got it all upside down, hung by your feet with a necklace. Especially if it's made of hemp. I'ma get you raising the rent while lowering your paycheck. File for bankruptcy, but see y'all still manage to stay in debt. That's the American way of the world trade train wreck. I'ma get you, baby, with the reign of the technology to make you obsolete like cassettes in your tape deck. Television's used to water down your thoughts and leave your brains wet. Keep talking revolution, but ain't shit changed yet. They're vague threats, no matter how bold the print. Now I'ma get you putting aluminum in your underarm deodorant. Fooled you into thinking breast cancer was better than body odor stink, but bad to the bone like the Coca-Cola you sip. I get you, baby, giving you only soda to drink, making you go to the shrink to control what you think. Deceptive teeth fighting off the protective sheath over your dick. And even if you don't smoke, get a second hand to choke you with. I'm old and sick and too broken to fix. Holy shit, I'm gonna get you.
Step in, we on some bad boy step in. And Blue Maximum, they on some bad boy step in. Do y'all?
I would rather be who I'd rather be. What I would rather be.
I
conflict with those who are tricked by the gimmick market and can't think with logic. Logics are in the distance, so I begin to pop lip. Hip-hop is asking themselves why this kid talk shit. It's just I'm never breaking even, so I throw an odd fit. Sick of rappers saying fresh, but stink like armpit and couldn't test a single member that's within our clique. I'll bring it to you right now, but you don't really want it. Unwarranted assaults to make your heart skip. If you rolled as much as you're told, you get car sick. Accosted by pissed off audiences that you can't sit. Sitting in the front row, get wet by what they all spit. I'll be standing in the back hitting you with a tall stick. I could drown your ass in oil and still you're not slick. Winning over your fan base, make them say, aw shit. Right in your damn face, confidence you lost it. Now these super thuggy done say, bring that hard shit. In a conflict, simple, Simon says to sing the pop hip. In a conflict, corny white boys just want jokes, this isn't a comic strip. In a conflict, still I bring that conflict, I sing of conflict. I'm in a conflict, I'd rather be artistic. Painting pictures with my words while freaking a topic. Your broad strokes are filled with lead, what you're eating's toxic. What's this poisonous self-destruction you're feeding? Stop it. Taking more than God's name in vain, making your beating heart quit. Push you on the floor, then pull the carpet out from under your feet and watch you drop quick. Flying through the airwaves, hit you with a drop kick. On the WWF, raw is war trip. Run up in your crib and watch that horse strip. Playing healthy mind games to keep her thoughts sick. The plot is not the only thing that thickens in this porn flick. Once I'm done with her, you really think she wants your dick? That's not how I'd rather be. This is not who I would rather be. This is not what I would rather be. I am not lit, hitting on some club hopping bar chick. I start to flip, name dropping on some superstar trip. Only for the sake of seeing her jump on the jock quick. Simply get that cock trick, spit what your mom drink. Back to these bastards who claim they got grit. Take your finger off the safety and let your Glock click. Aim for the back of my fist, make it your target. Stick motto, I let the blood from my palm drip. I've got a colder soul than snowshoes in the Arctic. I single-handedly rip through your family, make it look like a mob hit. Better stiffen if your biscuit got limp, or go down head first like Fred Durst for a hot lick of this lollipop stick. Take a suckers thinking they can rock it. Hip-hop balls over a guitar lick. That little bitch slit his wrist with his guitar pick. I stick to my convictions and don't make me a convict. I compliment only those who deserve the props, prick. Never tried the chronic, chocolate tire tonic. Not your normal human, assuming a bionic. About to blow up, listen to my inner time bomb trick. Now these super thuggy done say, bring that hard shit. In a conflict, simple, Simon says to sing the pop hip. In a conflict, corny white boys just want jokes, this isn't a comic strip. In a conflict, still I bring that conflict, I sing of conflict. I'm in a conflict, I'd rather be artistic.
Thank you for coming. Micronauts, thanks for coming. Rhode Island, thanks for coming. for coming. Fake Dookie Gold Chain, thanks for coming. People from New York, thanks for coming. Here's an oldie but goodie.
And you'll know it was me by the trail of demos. Spare me the details, emails, memos. Dookie Gold Chain letter to whom it make a song.
Put this around your neck until you're hanging on my every word.
Stalking, walking in my big black boots. I'm the DIY artist with thick grass roots. Had a couple managers as a youth. I was too young to know better, but I was like, what does a manager do? Now one of them, he saw dollar signs in my skin color. The other, he said to keep it undercover. Post VIP posse, pre-internet Nazi era. Powers of suggestion suggested I be what I'm not, and that's not me ever. From La Cienega to Meadowbrook Drive, never look surprised. Cut to the chase with metal hooks and knives. Now it's battle time. I stepped in the arena, 13-year-old gladiator freak with the fever for the flavor of a fight on a mic. Followed the leader, Mr. Chuck was the surrogate father, KRS-One the teacher. There I was, sneaking in the clubs, beating MCs to the punch over instrumentals dubbed from tape deck to tape deck. Pause tape mix at breakneck speed. The only whitey in sight that doesn't make me realer than you or faker than you, but I'm authentic, forget it. Started breaking rules 10 years later, still hadn't stopped. Won the biggest battle in a Metallica shirt before the album dropped. A week later, smashed a trophy at a show. Was taking up the space that I needed to grow. Pop, goes the weasel. Drop, goes the easel, This is hip-hop for the people, Stop calling it emo. I know a kid who thinks he's hip-hop cause he buys it. I know a kid who thinks he's hip-hop cause he never buys shit. Underground and mainstream, some are bound to change teams. Y'all weren't doing this dirt when J. Brew came clean. Before the Freddie Fox conflict with DMX, around the time when Jay-Z and Nas' girl had sex, I used to wake up every morning on a hard wooden floor, living in Brooklyn with a car I couldn't afford. And if I wasn't hanging out in front of Fat Beast Records, I was in the factory, mailing out my 12 inches. Nowadays, the DJs don't even spin wax. The fuck a promo copy, buddy, you can download the track. Serato, chromosexual laptop, a hollow existence in a bottle. You sip, then swallow. I trip quick to follow the path that made sense. Started out with a live band, then worked with turntablists. Now I strike the match with the back of my front teeth and light up the stage with just speech. I remember the days Ken and Dave let me crash on their couch. Then I saved what I could and put the cash in my mouth. When I played in my hood, I had a fraction of ounce. Till Atmosphere put me on and now we're back in the house. Since the mid-80s, this has been a game of cat and mouse. It's funny hearing all the shit these rappers brag about, knowing all of them are walking around with massive doubts, talking about it's only status and platinum plaques that count. Pop goes the weasel. Drop goes the easel. This is hip-hop for the people. Stop calling it emo. Irony is dead. It's so motherfucking dead. I was there by his deathbed, and the last words that it said was white boy. I'm still sick with an independent record label. I built quick just when I got sick of waiting tables, and in the blink of an eye I waged war. As a known soldier with the soul you can't pay for, I ran a business on my own two legs, known to beg if I needed to with homegrown bootlegs. Cut and paste images of my face, photocopied and sloppily placed them in a case. Strange famous. I stayed true when school was in session, went to college to buy time, that shit was expensive, so I shamelessly self-promoted the radio station, but open doors and opportunities. Eventually made it to Oakland, where Anticon accepted me with open hands. Journals got personal on a $1 advance. We had a hope that a UK label smashed, so I crossed out my eyes and signed the epitaph. This is the hustle of an MC. The distrust is healthy in a dirty industry where the promises are empty. I'm more honest than friendly, more handsome than sexy. Let me bring you up to speed. Humans do a dance that's deadly. Drop goes the easel. Drop goes the easel. This is hip hop for the people. Stop calling it emo. I talk a lot of shit, but I can back it all the fuck up. I don't talk about it really, but I'm still the illest, still the baddest, blessed apparatus. I got silverback gorilla status. I pull the one red string that runs through your mattress and make your bed spring sing a song of sadness. That sack of shit, pack your things in gold. I'm hopping freight trains with nothing but a bindle. Little homie said YOLO. No props, I photobomb you photo ops, busting out the RoboCop. Teach me the Dougie kid, I'd rather do the knowledge. Now go home and get your shine box. He got a couple shoes to polish undergrad. This ain't no humble brag. I've son one too many Johnny come latelys, baby come to dad. Cause he don't need no cheat code to go beast mode. All he really needs is an MIC to freak throw. Bumble runner up, if I'm not top billing, I'm show stealing. Sistine Chapel phenotype, tag the whole ceiling. Sick of hearing rap with no feeling. Sick of trauma porn addicts thinking they're poets. That's not soul bearing. Break yourself, fix your face. My heartbeat breaks to 808s. Now update your database. So many rock rated tapes, not enough functional dual cassette decks. Who will you sweat next? Stupid, I maneuver through a school full of rednecks. Some people I was cool with despite a few death threats. Sacrifice a social life, food and some rent checks, so I could grab a mic where the hell ever I like. Catch wreck. Yeah, I got swung on from time to time. Been cornered in some clubs just for speaking my mind. Mental midgets couldn't come up with the lyrics or rhymes. Now I'm back popping more shit than ever and I'm fine. Find me if you need me, son, I'm easy to locate. You're finally gonna feed me, that I'm eating that whole cake. Got licensing in movies and TV, that's so great. Don't break your coat nail trying to throw weight, okay? Curb stomp your enthusiasm. Don't expect resolutions just cause every movie has them. Don't expect revolution from the music that is solely created for the sake of booty clapping. Full keep rapping, release a cracking, beat back to back beat. Planning instrumentals, running my mouth at the track meet. My victory lap shows no mercy in this dojo. Spinning back, kick the Willie Bobo, sweep the head, breaking bread with the best of them. Crumbs are left under the table for the rest of them. I don't speak in metaphysics, cause I'm not a metaphysicist. I'll diss the living shit out of these so-called lyricists. Fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all, fuck y'all.
You don't like it? Kiss my ass, you don't like it. It's my house.
Cause we don't need no G-code to go beast mode. All we really need is MICs to freak throw. Excuse me for having ethics, I don't F with little toys. I'll learn to scratch on phonographs, got my ups with Killboy. A killjoy, crying over spilled soy milk. I destroy the shit brick house that your boys built. You walk tall till I kick out your stilts. Look buff till I call you bluff and pull up your kilt. You've been padding your resume. Well, I've been rhyming about life like I'm rapping my death away. I stay well composed, figuratively, literally. They prefer a hashtag to metaphor, simile. Brag rap to poetry, backtrack to symphony. Sweet talk to sourpuss press and push bitterly. Decades of getting degraded didn't diminish me. Oh, but they prefer the skinny me. I'm an emotional leader of the MCs who sit and sulk. Fuck being complicated, Uncle Sage is difficult. It's a cult of personality, stuck in a false reality. It's all a bunch of more punk and dance club rap to me. Swagger jack and black cracker battle rappers going minstrel, born on third base, acting like they hit a triple with a wiffle ball bat, walking pretty, talking gritty with no ab. In fact, it's all theory. I promise you death threats don't actually kill me, but like my dog, I'ma scratch your kitty like that, y'all. Like that, y'all. Like that. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like that. It's like that, y'all. Talk shit.
I'm having identity crisis.
No, we're not. Yes, we are.
Having identity crisis.
No, we're not. Yes, we are.
I don't have a feeling that hasn't been felt. Feeling on my felt tip, showing my hand, revealing what I've dealt with and how I'm dealing. Cut the deck, evenly distribute the piece of shit. Talking during our disputes on weekends. We can sing along to each other's song, right? We can sing along to each other's song, right? I don't have a feeling that hasn't been felt. Feeling on my felt tip, showing my hand, revealing what I've dealt with and how I'm dealing. Cut the deck, evenly distribute the pieces of shit. Talking during our disputes on weekends. Sing along to each other's song, right? Even if the interpretation is wrong, right? Just make sure you don't bring the wrong mic, cause I don't care about meeting a boyfriend we can all like. Nah, this song is called Trite, hope you like it. Could've substituted your name with the title, but I decided that I keep it private. Violent dream sequences just seem endless. I can see myself making a heated entrance to your workplace, with a smirk on my face and a tongue in my cheeks and a gun in my reach, sneaking naked photos of myself under the seats of your co-workers, putting a knife to your throat and screaming out, I won't hurt her. They're like, let her go, and I'm like, let her grow. Prisoners wouldn't listen to this, they rationalize
damn, well, wanna fuck me? Yeah, of course. See, case closed. He knows how to trace calls. I can't make cranks saying I hate y'all. I throw baseballs at my mirror, break walls and tear up. Another page out of my diary, throwing it from the 8th floor till I hear a pin drop. Unsuspecting pallbearers are in shock. They know I'm about to kill myself with a slingshot. They bring rocks for ammunition, steal my Lifetime magazines and cancel my subscription. Their hands are just itching to scratch my clean records. My rap sheets are infected. No, I can't be president. I just have to be elected. If there's a second chance to answer back was kid, you never did in the first place. Speaking of that, give me my blue ribbons back and anything that is mine. Waiting for a nice guy who can't make it to the finish line. When I die, you won't recognize the picture buried inside the obituary, but it'll say bye. I miss you very much. I'm always one's last words at the parting time. In a million years is when this dead star will shine. Say my fucking name. Say my name. Wrong. Say my name. Wrong. Say my name. No, say my name. No, you don't know what to call me, so you don't know what to call me, so you don't know what to call me, so you don't
I think most of us grew up in a pretty sterile environment. A lot of that stuff just wasn't around. It's all pretty much peaches and cream, you know, flowers. Everything's nice, ignore all the bad stuff. And it's just, the world's just not like that. And I think that the sooner people get to the point where they realize that the ugly stuff is just as important as the beautiful stuff, it goes hand in hand, I think that we can get on with evolving.
I got an album called Personal Journals. Hey Andy, what's up? It came out in 2002, followed by a non-profits album called Hope, followed by Healthy Distrust on Epitaph Records. This is from that. I'd give a 21 gunshot salute with a toy rifle you bought me, but it won't shoot. All is well, cause there's been one too many shots. Cell robots, talk to me. Detox. Stop the presses, there's been an update delivered. 1:30 a.m. phone call. Half the form of the source discreetly. Meet me at the family room inside of intensive care unit. Immediately. Carry you to the sound so loud can't hear my music. Keep free. Negative thoughts, everything will be fine, we all assume. We'd go back to the way things were. We'll go back to normal soon. Saw the moon in a way that I'd never seen it before. Looked up that night into the sky, wondering why. Looking for answers. That's right. I guess most of y'all out there know exactly what that's like. What that's Tell me. It's like a whirlwind of emotions when moms and dads fight. A girl grins in emotion, holds your arm and grabs tight. Hurl him to the ocean, cold sweat, heat flash type. Extreme fluctuations, temperature changes happen on a crack pipe, 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 crack pipe. Meet me halfway, I go the extra leg, tap you straight. Meet me at the AA meeting, needing to take more than 12 steps. You're hiding in place, I'll face your vice grip. Chisel every single monkey off your back with ice picks. Meet up with me on the sidelines, the game is over. Just to say hello. After go outside, let me know you enjoyed the show. Go to grandma's house for dinner, sit at the head of the table, take the fatal ball, you made the day. I see you bleed. Now beat me, Christmas Eve, fight the maker before you leave. Visit with the rest of those rest pieces of my dreams. At the fork in the road, lost souls get indecisive. Meet me at the crossroads so I can have someone to walk into the light with. Lost souls get indecisive. Meet me at the crossroads, have someone to walk into the light with. I said the lost souls get indecisive. Meet me at the crossroads, have someone to walk into the light with. I don't die, I'm never gonna die. All these rappers dying all the time. Fuck
that it's never gonna be my time. I'm off to the bathroom to sniff another line. There's a big party going on, you're not invited. Now I'm just howling at the moon and I'm sipping it shine. There's a huge rock running through space, won't you help me light it? I'm playing Trump rope with my pain. Said the budget don't know, but I paid the price. I said the DJ saved my life. Yeah, nothing to cut into my fun, but the ways that I say ho, say oh, say yeah boy, say yeah boy. Make some noise over and over.
That doesn't live on Planet Hip-Hop. That lives in Planet Yesterday. I'm talking about the future of motherfucking hip-hop. Enough of that pretty shit.
Set it up, you knocked it down, you lay the foundation, I built this house. I feel cracks underneath my feet, I feel cracks underneath my feet. The walls are breathing heavy, sucking up the oxygen with no plans of leaving any. For as long as I've been hoarding, it's taken me forever to gather up all my belongings. I get attached and they're attached to people who I've loved and lost. Even though I gotta admit, there are a few who'd run me off. But I'm under no illusion how relationships get ruined, how I ain't shit to this movement when I'm just stuck to a cross. Tossed into the underworld and give a specific info. Forced to find another girl, sick of living in limbo. But I have my songs to play, so I got lost along the way. And now I'll never see the light of day thanks to the tinted limo. I was hopelessly romantic, emphasis on antic. Now I roam hopeless along the open coast of the Atlantic. But an overcoat that says Francis, showboat captain. Did my best to scrub it off, cause it's utterly embarrassing. Every night I'd rewrite my will on a sandbar napkin. I'd crash after sticking it to the window of my cabin. Once I awoke I'd notice it, read it then remove it. Just stunned I left nothing to my loved ones but music. Muses abandoned me while choosing family over continued support. For my intuitive thought, who would've thought? I couldn't have thunk it. Worst thing I ever did to another person in this world is nothing. Only a few can claim that's what I did when I could've done otherwise. Every single last one of them something for nothing types made me pay the price at any cost. I got buyer's remorse. How many toxins will the doctors find inside this corpse? Suicidal watch, it's diamond studded. Tells me when my time's up, try to keep my eyes from it. It's so swag, flash it at the fashion shows. Walks with a limp, it's so pimp, and it smacks the hoes. Rappers used to brag about intelligence. It made me wanna be smarter, and I harbor no regrets. Whether it sells or not's irrelevant. I would've sold coke if holding dough was the sole motive. It wasn't, but fuck being a broke poet with unpaid debts, begging friends for loose ends. If your so-called talent only results in loan extensions, there's no defenses or buyouts. You don't get a per diem for good intentions. Do you on the side now? Promise that a job doesn't define you as a person. If your words don't carry weight, it's not the world's burden. And in no uncertain terms, am I suggesting that you shouldn't just set fire to the stage and let the curtains burn? Just be aware of the exits. Keep in mind, the closest one might be behind you, the entrance. Been eyeing it myself in the event that I can't live better as an honest rapper without my past self being my benefactor. I set it up, you knock it down. I set it up, you knock it down. I set it up, you knock it down. You lay the foundation, I built this house. Gambled away my better half in hopes of doubling up. Dealers are doubling up and I laughed. I was shit out of luck, but what have I got to lose? At least I'm whole now. Half man, half clone. If that compiles a sketch of a 100% asshole. But it wasn't without help. Many people did their part to make me take the time that Frankenstein was ripped apart and put it together again. All the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't admit that this was a predicament they put me in. You want a piece of this? Welcome to the eggshells. Come barefoot and pregnant to my kitchen. Y'all can help yourselves to the feast or zip your toe away. If you can't take the heat or overuse cliches. Back in the days I'd leave you heartbroken. These days I simply reach into your chest and tear those scars open. Evaluate appreciation, write you off for tax purposes. I'd rather be homeless than settle in that worthlessness. I set it up, you knock it down. You lay the foundation, I built this house. I feel cracks underneath my feet, conceal laughs in between my teeth. The walls are breathing sucking up the oxygen with no plans of leaving any. For as long as I've been hoarding, it's taken me forever to gather up all my belongings. Through the sky, leaves darkness in its wake. Now I hear the hellhounds barking at the gate. To be honest, sometimes I don't want you to relate. This ain't up for discussion, it's not a topic for debate. Entrepreneurs, they want to bottle up the hate and slap a label on the glass so hard that it'll break. If you break it, you buy it, and we sold it by the case. It's okay if you just try it, you can hold it to your face. How close can you get without touching it? How far removed can you get from the public? Can you keep a secret? If not, can you tie a slip knot? Can you stand high up on this brick block? Listen to the clock tick, talk and switch gears. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Are they all dancing now? Are you joining the party? Are you celebrating life just by destroying your body? It's a part of your psyche I wanna sightsee. I don't need you as a tour guide, and I don't want you to like me. I was voted least likely, that's it, just least likely. So pardon me if I seem feisty. Bite my tongue like a bullet, take a pull from the peace pipe. Push past the low expectations of me each night. I leave light in my wake, I moonwalk across the floor till I hear the sex kittens all purring at the door. There's something outside that we all want, but inside there's an X who marks a soft spot till it rots and decays and then no one else cares. It's been 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years. Sell pennies to the well-wishers, I fish through the coin slots, I fall for a girl's bait, participate in boycotts. I demonstrate a demon's trait with a face void of thoughts. That don't launch 1,000 ships, and that's the Helen of Troy's lost. There's nothing in this horse, it's hollow, it's empty, its entry will not be forced. Like an eye socket, stripped clean of tears, it's been 13, 14, 15, 16 years. It's been a long and lonely trip, but I'm glad I took it, cause it was well worth it. Got to read a couple books and do some research before I reached my verdict. Never thought that I was perfect, always thought that I had a purpose. I used to wonder if I'd live to see my first kiss. The most difficult thing that I did was recite my own words at a service, realizing the person I was addressing probably wasn't looking down from heaven, or cooking up something in Hell's Kitchen, trying to listen in or eavesdrop from some other dimension. It was self-serving, just like this is. conveniently religious. On Easter Sunday and on Christmas, the television went from being a babysitter to a mistress. Technology made it easy for us to stay in touch while keeping a distance, so we just stayed distant and never touched. Now all we do is text too much. I don't remember much from my youth, maybe my memory is repressed, or I just spent too much time wondering if I'd live to have sex. I fell in love for the first time in 4th grade, but I didn't have the courage to talk to her. In 8th grade, I wrote the note and slipped it in somebody else's locker. Considered killing myself because of that. It was a big deal. It was a blown cover. It was over for me. My goose was cooked. Stick a fork in me. The jig is up. Blew my chances. The rest is history. Our future was torn asunder. It became abundantly clear I was only brought here to suffer. At least I didn't include my name. Thankfully, I wrote the whole note in code, and it had 10 layers of Scotch tape safety seal, making it impossible to open. Plus, it was set to self-destruct. Whoever read it probably died laughing. I wonder if they lived long enough to realize what happened. A year later, I came to understand that wasn't love that I was feeling for her. I had someone else to obsess over. I was older, and I was very mature. I forged my time signature while practicing my parents' autograph because I was failing math. Disconnected the phone when I thought the teacher would call my home. Checked the mailbox twice a day. At the end of a long dirt road, steamed open a couple envelopes like I was in private detective mode. If you snoop around long enough for something in particular, you're guaranteed to find it. For better or worse, that's how I learned it's best to just keep some things private. It was the best of times. It was the end of times. It was the best of times. It was the end of times. It was the best of times. It was the end of times. Best of times, the end of times. I was always on deck, I was next in line. An only child with a pen and pad, writing a list of things I could never have. Walls in my house were paper thin, every squabble seemed to get deafening. If my memory served me correctly and made it a point to avoid and forget some things, proudly to keep from being embarrassed. Never meant to upset or give grief to my parents. Kept my secrets, hidden my talents in my head, never under the mattress. Therapy couldn't break me, never learned a word that would ensure safety, so I spoke softly. Then I tiptoed off, and the door to my room was like a big old coffin. The way that it creaked when I closed it shut, anxieties peaked when it opened up, as if everything that I was thinking would be exposed. I still sleep fully clothed. It was the best of times. It was beautiful, it was brutal, it was cruel, it was business as usual, heaven, it was hell. Used to wonder if I lived to see 12. When I did, I figured that I was immortal. Loved to dance but couldn't make it to the formal. Couldn't bear watching my imaginary girlfriend bust a move with any other dudes. Tone Look was talking about a wild thing, but I was still caught up in some child things. Scared of a god who couldn't spare the rod. It was clearly a brimstone and fire thing. Pyromaniac, kleptomaniac, couldn't explain my desire to steal that fire. Now I add it to my rider, like please don't throw me in that patch of briar. It was the best of times. It was the end of times. The school counselor was clueless, cause I never skipped classes. Perfect attendance, imperfect accent, speech impediment they could never really fix. And I fake bad eyesight so I could wear glasses. Considered doing something that would cripple me. Wanted a wheelchair, wanted the sympathy, wanted straight teeth, so then came braces. 4 years of headgear helped me change faces. It was the best of times. It was the end of times. Now I wonder if I live to see marriage. Wonder if I live long enough to have kids. Wonder if I live to see my kids have kids. If I do, I'ma tell them how it is. But don't listen when they tell you that these are your best years. Don't let anyone protect your ears. It's best that you hear what they don't want you to hear. Better to have pressure from peers than not have peers. Bear won't give you chest hair. Spicy food won't make it curl. When you think you got it all figured out and then everything collapses, trust me kid, it's not the end of the world.
Some artists talk down to the audience, and some underestimate intelligence. Some underestimate artificial intelligence. Some have their de la stole. Some like to remote control me. Some of them eat couch potato chips. Some cash in their couch potato chips. My name is Sage Francis. I got a lot of love to give. You might not even know it.
Your pretenders ain't a fast to stay, man. I'm a working vendor. It's cash for pain, man. What's on the agenda? Fast arrangements to blast the pavement with trash stage vets. That's the stage test, cause they're told to string. Have to pay brand, so I'm more than fake. Made my advances from the ocean state. My name is Sage Francis and my shoulders ache. Dumb whackers underlining no debate. Some crackers wonder why I'm known as great. More than gun clappers all alone at 8. Your favorite Donna rappers on a golden plate. If your flow is fake, I simply throw your tape out the window away for it to fold and break. Know why I'm always late, walking at a slower rate, cause the bird is at a bath and a hold the frame. I'm a backpacker. I'm a backpacker. Call me a backpacker, that's preposterous. I push your legs to rock $1,000 buttons. I'm a backpacker. I'm a backpacker. Call me a backpacker, that's preposterous. Yo, I push your legs to rock $1,000 buttons. Who's with me? Put your hands up, Providence. If y'all still with me right now, you will raise your hand. You will raise your hand. Motherfucker, who's with me? Now wave them, who's with me? Now wave them. I say ho, ho, when you ride my mic like this. That's a diggy, 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 ho. Yeah, you. Diggy, 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 oh. Inside of my backpack, got a whole bunch of stuff. I don't even want to show anybody. In fact, I'm afraid when I go outside, everybody's looking inside like, oh my god, it's so heavy. And I'm like, yeah.